Yo, what's going on? It's your main man, Rick the Dawn. And for right now, I'm just Ritchie Rich. Hey, welcome to the show. If you would rather listen to this episode, check out the Rick the Dawn podcast. And I got a new one down the pipe tonight. Super excited to take a look at this one closer, a closer look. And before we get started, thinking cap. Yes, sir. There we go. All right. Throw a like on the video. And we're going to jump right in. I really appreciate you watching this. Here we go. We'll be using Weerdy.com. That is my social media site. Please create an account and check it out. Okay. We'll be going here and we'll be clicking create a word. And for those who don't know, a word is a message or a post. And when you post on Weerdy.com, other users who visit the site can see what you're thinking about, what you're talking about. So like I said, check it out. All right, we're going to start off with A+. Again, the stock we're looking at today is Bluejay Diagnostics. All right, never heard of this stock before, but I hear there's a lot of roaring and a lot of craziness going around this company. So I decided to take a closer look at it to see what's going on. Okay, first off, if you want to get in and get out of this video, here we go. All right, so it looks like the C level for this thing as of right this moment is about 26 cents. As far as the peak, the highest wave possible. I'm a wave investor. I created that word. Don't argue with me. All right, the highest wave I've ever seen or that this stock has seen in recent time is 87 cents. That's a huge wave right there. All right, a huge wave. All right, but the big question is, would I put my money here? The answer is yes. Yes, I would. Let me tell you why. I see a lot of stability. Stability here is kind of it's flat, it's horizontal, and I see stability here, and I can see a little stability here. Now, the big question is, will this company ever get back to this level of prominence? And we'll find out the particulars in a moment, but for the moment, I'm going to bank on a yes. This looks pretty healthy to me. That's what I'm saying. This looks very, very healthy to me. We're going to take a more deeper dive and figure out exactly what's going on. But if you want to get in and get out, I would say this looks pretty solid. We won't know until we look a little closer. So let's look a little closer. First off, I want to say that the, what is it here? The market cap is 5.83 million. Revenue is 249,000. Very low market cap. So right off the bat, let's go ahead and drop this down to an A-. We know that we're dealing with a smaller company that doesn't have a lot of money flowing, and that's where they need us. I tend to want to get into a company that has some things established. This is not so much the case here. All right. Keeping it moving. Now the volume is 1.4 million. Not bad for a company this small. And I would argue with volume like that, that could be a sign that a lot of people are catching wind of Bluejay Diagnostics and starting to figure out that they might be a company to invest in. All right, but let's keep it going. Next, we're going to take a look at the profile, find out exactly what this company does. Again, I don't know much about it. Bluejay Diagnostics is a medical diagnostic company focused on improving patient outcomes using a Symphony System, a near patient testing system for triage and monitoring of disease progression. I like that. So this company wants to create some way to help patients monitor their disease progression. Okay. The company's Symphony platform is a technology platform that provides measurements of key diagnostic biomarkers found in whole blood. So it looks like they measure blood to better understand how close a patient is to full health or restoring their health back to where they want to be. I have a soft spot for any company that tries to solve problems like that. And as you can see here, they're a very small company with only 9 employees. All right, so we don't know what that means just yet. We'll find out in a moment. All right, next we're going to take a look at their financials. Bluejay Diagnostics reported earnings result for the first quarter, ended on March 31st. For the first quarter, the company reported a net loss of 2.54 million compared to 2 million a year ago. So it looks like this company, at least right now, they lose about 2 million a year. That's not a huge loss in my personal opinion. I think that 2 million is not bad, but I guess a counter to what I'm saying is it is a huge loss when you consider that the company is small and doesn't have a lot of revenue. So in theory, they do take gigantic losses. All right, if we look at the return on investment, it is negative 60%. That is actually very, very large in terms of losses. Okay, not good. All right, let's keep it moving. Next, we're going to take a look here at PE ratio. Ooh, gosh. All right, the industry PE ratio is 311.6, and the company itself is negative 0.54. My sweet number is 25. I would argue that this company, again, they got an uphill battle they'll have to face ultimately. With that being said, I'm going to drop this down to a B plus, and let's keep looking. I'm pretty sure this company doesn't offer dividends, but as always, I try to keep looking and keep hope alive. But next, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the forecast. Right now, their revenue says 0. Their forecast is 800,000. Man, not a lot of good things here. But I want to be clear and add some context. This company is obviously a smaller company, and it's a penny stock as well. So you have to kind of come in with level expectations, understanding that, hey, this might be a company that might be prominent moving forward, even if they're not so much prominent now. Now we're going to look at the historical data, or actually no, technical analysis. As far as hourly trading, this is not a good stock to trade according to algorithms. On a day trading basis, there it is. I like that. Okay, so a buy and a strong buy on day trading. So apparently there must be some good movement when it comes to this stock. I like this number right here. I like this green here. It makes me feel good. All right, weekly trading, sell, strong sell, not surprised. I'm expecting the same thing for monthly. But the good news is, as far as day trading is concerned, if you are a person who likes to trade day to day, this might be a good stock to get in and get out of. All right. So next, we're going to take a look at the historical data and figure out exactly what the stock has done over the last 30 days. And the high over the last 30 days is 40 cents. And I like that. I like that very much. The low is 19 cents, meaning that if you got in right now, you should prepare for this stock to drop down to at least 19 cents, which is a pretty far drop, but not the worst I've ever seen, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And the high is 40. I like that high. The average is 23 cents, which means the stock right now is trading above its average. It might be smart to wait to get in. You know me, I'm a person who likes to, make the most money possible. And if a stock is trading that much above its average, you can make the argument that, it's two arguments. Either if the stock is trading that well, it's either on a turnaround, about to start getting better in terms of bringing in more money and the stock price rising, or it's just having a moment of decency. And that moment can either improve or flee or leave rather. So, I don't know yet. And this is about what I worried about. Yesterday, or rather Friday, my apologies, Friday, there was a 32% increase. And I wish I would have known that prior, because what it tells me is this company is on a high right now. I'm a wave investor, so the winds are blowing really, really hard, and the stock was able to generate some nice money, but it doesn't mean it's sustainable. And that's the big question. Can they sustain these increases? What I do like about this company is, at least on 1-2 occasions, we see these gigantic spikes. Sorry, I got so excited right there. But we see these huge spikes, and what that means to me is this company has these moments where you can make some money, and which is why I believe the technical algorithms noted that this company was good for day trading, because you can get in and then wait for that huge wave, sell when you get to the very top of that wave. And I think what you have to also be aware of is that though it has these gigantic spikes, it also has these moments where it just drops down. And, you see a spike here, but then you look over the next 3 days, it drops down consistently. Then it has a huge spike, and then it drops down consistently. So that seems to be the character of the stock. And that's what we do on my channel for this particular series, because my channel has all kinds of stuff. But for this series, we try to find the characteristic of a company or a stock and try to figure out if we want to take it out on a date or marry it. Something like that. All right. But I like these tendencies. I like the fact that for every, red you see some green too. It's not just red, red, red. I've seen companies, and if you've watched my series over time, you've seen a lot of red, but this company has some redeeming qualities, which means at some points it does turn into the positive, which is cool. Now, I think it's a great idea to get in today. Not a great idea. I think it's a decent idea to get in today. And here's why, because it's down 12%. And what that means is, actually it has two different meanings. It's either coming back down to sea level or coming back to reality. Looks like it exploded outside of reality here, but it might be coming back down to reality, and investors are starting to sell off. They got their money. If they got in on this, they got in on the 6th, and let's say they got in when the stock market opened at 23 cents, and then the next day it jumps up to 40 cents. Look, they sold off. And that explains the 12% drop. Now, new investors like myself will come and say, hey, so what's going on over here? I hear a lot of noise. My stock screener is picking this company up. Let's see what's going on. So I'll come in and I'll get in at 27 cents with the hope that we'll see another gigantic spike like this or this, where it goes up to 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, then I'll probably sell off at that point. So I think there's a lot of juice here. And because of that, I'm going to go back to B+. Now I'm starting to understand what this stock can bring to the table as far as money potential or gaining potential. All right, with that being said, I want to take a look at the website itself just to understand what they do. Look at how they represent themselves. We know what they do. We can kind of pick that up from the profile. We know that they have a Symphony System and it's not trademarked, so that's a red flag, sort of. I mean, but then again, you couldn't trademark the word symphony. It might be a little difficult. I like the cleanliness of the website. Everything looks to be up to date for the most part. And I like that they have their team listed. Okay, that tells me that the owner or the chief or CEO is very proud of his creation. You know, a lot of times you see companies that have these interchangeable CEOs and board of director members, and I don't know why. It's a lot of drama going on. So when you see a guy posted here, you know that, hey, he's taking claim of, you know, his stuff. And I love that they have all the information you need. You can call them, which is very important. They got a contact email, a lot of good signs. Bad sign right here. Copyright is out of date. That's not a good sign. It means that they you know, that's just like one of them things I always look for when I go to a website. Are they up to date in terms of all of the details? And I'll be honest with you, I'm almost ready to ding them a whole point for not having that up to date. It just lets me know they don't pay attention to details. And you know what? I am going to ding them for that. You got to pay attention to that kind of stuff. These are the things that separate, you know, these companies from these companies. If we were to go to Amazon.com, I can bet you $1 million right now. Everything is up to date. And if you think I'm lying, I'll do it live, man. Look, you can't have stuff like that on your website. I hope that someone from Bluejay is watching this so that you can please make 5 minutes of time to fix that. Okay, let's go down to the bottom and see if they have the copyright down there. There it is. Okay, you see how that is? Like you don't, you know, that is the first or the easiest way to tell that a company is not professional. All right, I don't like that if you can't tell. Next, we're going to take a look at the stock split history. And right now they have 0 stock splits. I'm actually happy with that number. A secondary source confirms that they have 0 stock splits. Love it. All right. Now I'm going to look at some news real quick. 22% increase. I want to know now. This is the fun part. I get to read what happened on that day that caused the spike. All right. So they're orchestrating a new testing standard. That's flub news, man. Anybody can do something or orchestrate something or project something but that's not tangible progress. And that's why I believe it dropped like it did. That's not sustainable progress. It's good. It's cool. You know, investors like to hear stuff like that, but not your main man, Rick the Don. I can tell the difference between real news and fake news. That's fake news. Let me see. Updates on Symphony. We don't want updates. We want Symphony works, or Symphony is in stores, or Symphony is selling, or Symphony has fixed something, or Symphony has saved somebody's life. That's what we want. We don't want nothing else. Everything else is just flub, fake news to make you feel the warm and fuzzies. We don't want that. We want real, sustainable results as investors. Now, looking at the short percentage float, these are the number of people who are banking on this stock to fail. Only 3%. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's a good number. That lets me know that this company could have some wiggle room for success. Keeping it moving. All right, next, I'm going to look at this site right here. And this just kind of tells me how the stock has been doing. For today, it's down 10%. But for the week, it's up 13%. For the current month, 2%. And for 3 months, if you invested in this company 3 months ago, you're definitely feeling the pain. If you invested in this company a year ago, which if you look back or think back to the return on investment, that 77% kind of mirrors what we saw earlier. Okay, now keeping it moving. Next, we're going to look at Cap Edge, and this is going to kind of bust the bubble of this company and let us know the truth. Are there anything that we should be worried about in terms of delistings? Here it is right here. Okay, they got a notice of delisting in April, May, June, July, August, September, October. They got until October to get their stock price above $1. If that spike that we saw on Friday is any indication, they have the potential to do it. They got up to 40 cents. But that's 60 cents away from what they want to target. And with the news they're coming out with, and with the mistakes like the little copyright issue, it's hard to say that this company can get above $1. And I want to just go back for just a moment to ask or to find out and confirm, has this company, or when was the last time that this company was above $1? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the past just a little bit. Let's go back to August 1st, and let's see if there's, at what point Was the stock trading above $1? I hope that it's recent. Okay, here it is. Okay, if we just follow the trail, looks like the last time that it consistently traded above $1 was, I want to say that is, let me see here. Okay, wait, I can see. So they was trading above $1, and that was like September 12th. And yeah, that's a long time, but we're heading into a year from the last time it traded above $1. And the big question is, can it get above that number? I don't know. All right, and I also want to take a look at the drops and see what was the biggest drop that took place that might be the corporate for why this. Here it is, right here. It might be this right here. Okay, these two drop. Actually, more like this right here. This whole section right here is a huge reason why the stock is not doing so well. So within this time frame, a lot of things happen. And you can make the argument that some of this stuff happened earlier, like maybe even right here. You know what I'm saying? You go from 98 cents all the way down to 82. That's very significant, and it never seems to rebound. All right, but overall, October is not a bad distance for the company to reverse some things. Okay, it's not terrible. But I do think that it's time to make some adjustments. I'm going to go to B- at the very most. I will not go above a B-, that's for sure. Has less than 1 year of cash runway. That is true. In fact, I forgot to consider that this company just doesn't have a lot of money. And this is where the investors kind of play a part. And, you know, investors like myself, we don't want to help companies. We just want to help our pockets. Sorry, it's the truth. We don't want to help a company sustain itself, even if it's for a great cause, because we're trying to get paid. This sounds so bad, but anyway, if you ignore the way it sounds and you just be realistic, that's what investors are in the investment game for. They're in the game to get money. So check it out. You know, but this company is a little different. It does require a little bit of help, meaning that, hey, I know you want some money, but if you stick around with us, maybe you can get more than some money. You can change the world just a little bit and get paid. But we do need an investment. We do need your help. This is a true company. Most companies, you kind of jump in, get your money, roll out. But this is a company where you really want to be in tune with what they're trying to achieve, because you might be making a worthwhile investment. Yeah, so that's that, man. I'm going to go C+ for the moment and keep looking. They don't have a lot of money. Not a lot of money at all. Highly volatile, huh? Makes less than 1 million. Yeah. Man, I hate when I see that. Does not have meaningful market cap. All things here are true. Now, next we're going to go ahead and take a look at StockTwitch so we can look at the investors that are currently invested in the company. And they'll give us an idea of whether or not we want to feel like them. They'll give us real data via how they talk and how, you know, they sound, what they're thinking, you know, via their typing. And of course, if you want to follow me on StockTwitch, I am the Ray Charles. Check me out on over there. But let's keep looking. Okay, so BJDX is the ticker, and watch 0.2646 as key point. Okay, this person is thinking that right about 2646 is where the company will start to make a turnaround and start doing well. All right, I wish that these individuals would put more resources in terms of sources to back up what they're saying. Right now, it appears that he's probably already done that, or that he's expecting the people in this particular area, chat room, to just know what he's talking about. But when somebody comes in fresh like myself, I would love to know what sources they have to back up what they're saying. All right, previously reverse split were a sell. Now they are buying opportunity. Selling all, buying back at 19. So this person is going to sell off and then hope that the company drops back down to the low. We know about the low. When was it 19 cents? I forget. But they're hoping it gets down to 19 cents and then they'll buy back in. So this person is like pumping and dumping, you know what I'm saying? Or not pumping and dumping, more like buying and dumping. Kind of my strategy as well, wave investing. Right? You know, I buy when the wave is low, sell when the wave is high. Same thing. All right, this person is just feeling real good. Never even saw that part of the movie. Never saw that movie, by the way. Time to buy, okay? This person thinks that this is the time to get in. I mean, think about it. If you got in at, 21, 23 cents, it jumped up to 40 cents, you sell off, and then you hope that when you sell off, other investors sell off as well, and then it drops all the way back down because everybody's selling off to about 21, 25, 27, 30 cents, where you can get back in and take that ride again. That is the best type of investing you can do, which is to buy in low, sell high, and then get back in if it drops again. And then sell again. That's just like a combo. You play like a fighting game. You can start doing combo. Like, that's a combo. You know what I mean? I love that kind of situation. Hard to do though. Hard to do. All right. Had two big spikes. We know about those two big spikes. Okay. Yeah. So these investors, if I might be honest, very optimistic. I don't hear anybody telling me to run for the hills. I don't hear anybody upset. And, you know, it seems like a lot of optimism. And I think that I am willing to say, or open to say, that this company has a family-oriented feel. Like, these people are going to be here for the success or the failure of Bluejay Diagnostics. You even got a doctor on the panel, and it's always good to have somebody that's a doctor on the panel. I don't know if I see that often, but it just tells me that they're research driven, because to be a doctor in any field, you have to do tons of research. So I like that. All right. Now, if you want to get into this company right now, it's trading at about, I keep saying it fluctuate, but let's say it's trading at about 26 cents. And let's just go for 40 cents. OK, and it jumped up to 40 cents. You would have to pay about $1,300 to get in at that price, and you would make a profit of $700. But you know what we're doing? We're hoping for this thing to regain compliance, because, again, I do appreciate what they're trying to do. I'm a big sucker for companies that delve in fixing things like cancer or, you know, death, anything that, you know, tries to protect people from things like that. I really, really have a soft spot for them, almost to a fault. But if you were to get in and then it were to go all the way up to $1, you would make $3,700. So not a lot of money in my personal opinion. I thought it might be a little bit more than that personally. It seems like it's possible, but I'm going to be more realistic and say I think that this company will probably stop. I don't think it will reach compliance. I'm being completely honest. I don't think it's going to reach compliance by October, which means it may have a stock split somewhere in this future. And I personally think the high mark for this company from now until October, you can check this out as this video gets older, but I think between now, which is July 10th, Monday, July 10th, 2023, between now and October 2023, the high will probably peak at 60 cents. I don't think it goes beyond that. I don't see anything to tell me that, right? So I think you stand to make about $1,700 with this investment. In my opinion, just not a lot of money there. Not a lot of money there for real. But nevertheless, I think I am prepared to say that this company is a C+. It has a lot of positives. Is it the home run that I was hoping for? No. But I do believe that it has potential to be. Let me tell you why I say that. All right, let me tell you why I think this company has great potential, why I will give it a C+ without any question whatsoever. It's because of these moments like this right here. You'll see it jumps up 32%, jumps up 26%. It has this thing that it does when it just has this humongous spike, 22%, 20%. And that is the absolute best thing to look at when you're a wave investor. Look, I'm in the business of capitalizing on spikes. And this company has spikes like no other. 15%, just a giant spike out of nowhere. I like that. Okay, and if you can get in at the right number, i.e. 19 cents, you're going to make some money here. Not even a question. Okay, and the low over the time that we look is, again, 19 cents. And the average is 60 cents, about what I thought it might be. 60 cents, like we said, right? So, you know, I like this company. I don't know if you can tell, I do like this company. And I can see myself investing here. But what I may do is, let me go ahead and press create on this real quick. And don't forget, you can join Weerdy today. It is open for everyone. You create a message, much like I just did, and you can post it for all to see when they come to my channel. I'm sorry, to Weerdy.com. You know, and of course, just your support is appreciated as well. But just to quickly talk about this, I really think that this company has a little bit of something. I can see myself getting in. The big question is, what price point do you get in? Do you try to wait for this thing to get back down to 19 cents like the one user on Stock Twitch said? I'm not sure that's the strategy. I think that if you play that game, unless you're watching this thing on a daily basis, it's going to be interesting. All right, because what could happen is the stock can drop down to 21 cents and then spike up to 32. It's a lot of money lost right there while you're waiting for 19 cents. But if you don't have anything going on, you put a limit purchase, a limit buy at 19 cents and you kind of go about your business. I mean, at that point, who cares, right? But that is what I believe. I believe that this company has in terms of value and the, the ability to generate money for an investor like myself. It depends on your investing style, but that is what I believe is a C plus. But thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it whatsoever, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, check out the Becoming Ritchie Rich playlist for all the videos about investing, because my channel is a hot mess of all these different things going on. But if you want investing videos, check out the playlist. All right, you can also find the playlist in the description area. But with that being said, thank you for checking me out. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.